Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another round of One Piece. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna mulligan that, I think. Yeah, that's okay. We're going against Boa Hancock from OP14, and we are testing Nefeltari Vivi for the Heroines Tournament. Let me know what you guys think. Is this leader good enough? We're gonna be running a lot. I think she's pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they made us go first, and we don't have anything to do there. They got the choice, and of course they're gonna play that. All right, could be worse. They reveal and draw the Gorgon sisters. Well, at least they have one in hand. And we're gonna take this because we need to. Yep, we'll return that and pass because we don't have any choice. We minus 5,000 for our leader here. See if they poke little at this. What would be a good card to give them? Probably the other Eager Realm. Play the Ran. Okay, cool. So if they don't attack this, we're in a good spot. Nah, they do. They played it well. Fine. It's always unfortunate when players play it smart. Alright, we are going to deploy this. And deploy this. We're just replacing cards at the bottom. Am I going to have time to play this? Probably not. Put those two at the bottom. Do I want to attack? Sure, we'll attack for 5. See their trigger luck. I should have attacked first, but I don't know. Cool, they counter out. That's what I wanted. I don't want to deal with your triggers yet. I want the board to get kind of established first. Good news, we got plenty of blockers. Do they manually play the Gorgon sisters here? That's going to be really bad for us because we have not seen our Ben Beckmans yet. Good news, we didn't bottom any with this, so they do manually play it, which sucks. We need to find a Ben Beckman. So one of these we should let through, just see if we can find it. They've already got the femur in hand. They show us a 2 and a brick. So technically they got 2 bricks in hand and a 2K. And 2 unknowns. I see. There's a 7. Not what we were hoping for. All right. Well, we got it off the top. That's great for us. Do not want to deal with that. I'm gonna burn myself here. Seven in. Okay, they get a Ran. Get to draw some cards. Not the end of the world. Just doing a little board control here. And then we will end our turn. Okay, we found some counter, which is good for us. They only have 2 attacks. We're going to have to try and get out of one of them. They're 8. 8's an interesting turn for both them and for us. Because we're going to go to 9 next turn, and unless we find exactly another Ben Beckman, it's not a great turn for us. They put the 1 there. We'll see how much Dawn they want to play onto their characters. Do they play another 4 cost is the question. Okay, there's one there. Okay, they're going heavy. Okay, so 7. So we're going to have to give them a 2 and a 1. Or we'll give them nothing at all. We'll go no blocker, and we'll say, here, have 2k. And then I will block and give you my brick. I guess I didn't really need to block there. Yeah, we gotta give him bricks. Wow, the game just says, you know what you should do is attack. Ah, that is really unfortunate for us. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go again. There she is. We found her. Man. Unfortunately, I have to immediately replace the Eageron. Okay, listen, game. They should block, yep. Probably should have attacked their guy there. Because they burned me, I should have definitely attacked their guy there. That was a straight misplay. See if we can get 2 out of them. Cool. That's really good for us. They play the 9 cost now, of course. And I have to deal with 2 attacks. No, they don't play the 9 cost. Okay, we let one of these go immediately. They red-rocked my Ben Beckman. That seems a little premature. But what do I know? I'm not a Boa player. No, and I will give you a 2. And the next one we are going to block and trash. Bye-bye. Ooh, or do we trash it all? Yeah, that's probably the best play we could actually have gotten. So we're going to do this, just so that we don't have to deal with a life this turn. And then we go 7 at lead. How good's the trigger luck? Ooh, they get the Rayleigh. Gotta KO one of my Nanis. We will give up a Shanks for that, of course. Seven. I'm on that they don't have a lot of counter in hand. Am I comfortable with that? No, I probably need all 3 blockers, to be honest with you. This was a really good get for us. Being able to get rid of that blocker and pressure their life without having to take our last life and dealing with the possibility of Femur. That was a beautiful top deck for us. What are we looking at here? You gonna play the 9 cost? Okay, they're going 7 at R5. We will go here, and we'll just resolve that. Bye-bye. Okay, what are you doing with 8 Dawn here? What are you gonna do about it, guy? You don't have a lot here. I know you got... I think the only card I know left that they have is the Femur that they showed me earlier. How much Dawn are you gonna leave up? The Kuma to heal. That's a good... It's a good idea. Can I get through 3 different times? Probably. Yeah. Think I got him. That's pretty dang good as well. Do we go another turn? Probably not. I want to see what they do about a 7. I'm going to stack Dawn likely and just punch. But I want to see if they've got good counter in hand. I don't think they do. I think one of these is the brick. Yep. Alright. So what do we want to do now? Let's see how good your trigger luck is. Alright, plays the Marguerite. Draws a card for Boa. Finds a 2K. Alright, what do we want to do now? Probably like a 9. Okie dokie. So now we're going to do like... Should we just go 7 at him? Yeah, we'll just go 7. Get 2 cards at tops. We're probably being a little overly cautious. Yeah, 2 and a 1. Okay, 7 will get you. And then everything else. Bye-bye. GG. Yep, they had the Femur in hand still. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a game of One Piece, and that is Nefeltari Vivi versus Boa from OP14. GG to my opponent. They're playing pretty well. Not attacking for the first couple of turns is really vital there. These Ben Beckmans are a lifesaver in this matchup. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy those. You do need to have more blockers than normal against this deck. 3 to 4 blockers, and just really be flexible with the last 2 slots. Attacking with the leader's fine. I thought about keeping a Shanks to KO this, but that would have extended the game. I liked the idea of Ben Beckmaning and destroying this, but, you know, it was just a safe bet to kill him there. But if we needed to extend the game, we definitely could have. We could have even played the Kaido and grabbed 4 cards, but that just wasn't necessary. All right, let me know what you guys think. Is Nefeltari Vivi good enough? I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, catch you guys in the next one. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another fantastic game of One Piece. Get to go second. I do have a lot of the guys I like having. We're gonna keep. Wow, we're just gonna be Nami heavy. Nami. We're gonna play this next turn. We are not going to attack them. We do not want to give Boa bodies until we are ready. It's the fun part about playing against Boa. This just represents 4 bodies they get to put on field. We're going to give them a nice 1K for their troubles. They reveal and draw a Ran. They choose not to attack us, which I think is an interesting idea. We find a pudding. That could be pretty useful. Ooh, they find the Ran. Do I want to give him a 2 and a 1? I don't like going low against Boa. I'm going to attack with a 5. They say no. Okay. Man, we did not find what we were looking for. So we're going to attack with a 6. All right, there's what we were looking for. This is going back. They take it. That's not real surprising. Attack 5. See if they want to go that low that quickly. They're thinking about it. They're like, man, what if I get another guy? Okay, that's pretty good. We're at 6. We're going to be 8 next turn. We're going to start placing on the bottom in the hope that we find just another Ben Beckman. So we're going to go bottom this. Probably this. And this? Yeah. And then we'll pass. So they're at 3 and we're at 3. They cheated out a body, I cheated out a body. They're at 3 life, or they're at 4 life. Okay. So this represents a free block. Yep, they're gonna 1, 6. No, there's a 7. Ooh, they decided to go at that. That's not a good idea, sir. It is a really good card. I do understand why you want it off the board. You're just not going to get it. They really don't want me to go after their board. I don't know what strat this is, but it's not one I'd recommend. Do we trash the Kuma? I don't think it's good enough, because I'd have to rest it and trash it. Eagerum to the trash, yet again. What? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, what do we want to do? We're going to deploy this, and we got to get rid of the Ran. In case they have the 9-cost Boa next turn, I don't want to be able to put one under leader. And then let's go 7 again, see if they want to give me some cards or take another hit. They probably want to take another hit now that we've removed a body. They get a Ran right back. Well, there's that, I guess. Alright, we gotta not get pudding here. That's the only real hope. We got a lot of counter power. Alright, they do have the 9. Yep. Unfortunately, they got the Ran, which is really lucky for them. I don't think it's worth playing this at any point because they've been countering pretty heavy. I'm going to try and clear some board next turn, I think. They got like a 6. Guess what? I'm just going to free block that. A 7. We just keep counter for days. Am I okay? Yeah, we're fine with losing that. No blocker. Yep. Just give him a nice little 2K. Yeah, we're going to try and get the Ran. Give up another one of our 1Ks. Come on, you want to burn me? I know you want to burn me. They let it go. Cool. Now we get to kind of be aggressive. How aggressive do we want to be, though, is the question. Let's go 7. Wow, they're going to let us get away with murder. Ooh, that's pretty good, too. Those, I think, are both going. Yeah. And now... let's attack. What do we want to remove? Let's remove that. Cool. So there we go. We removed 3 of their characters in a turn, which we really like. Got all our blockers back on board. Ooh, well, there's that, I guess. Let's go with a nice 2K here. No block and a 2K. Now we give this up for free. Suppose I should have blocked this and just given a card. What do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? What do we do here? Yeah, they take. Got a lot of counter here, but only 2 blockers. I could trash this out. I can minus this down to 8, but I don't have my big guys, which is unfortunate. Let's do this. We're gonna get some cards. Go 7 there. And we'll go 12 into their 8. I imagine they're going to save it, but it's a 2-2-1. Okay. $11. Well, 13. Okay, they did make it. All right. Time to find out. We ate through a ton of their counter. We're going to have to try and kill them next turn. Man, we got cards. If they pudding us, I think we die. Let's see, how many 2Ks do we actually have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2Ks. That's 10K. 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 15K counter. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to block and give up bricks, because I just can. Okay, he's telling us I don't have to worry about unblockable. And he's telling us how big his attacks are going to be. So he's got a 9, a 10, an 11, and a 12. You should never tell anybody how big your attacks are going to be. So no blocker. A 9, huh? Guess what? Trash. 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 Yeah, I got the counter to get out of everything, buddy. You're not getting in. Look, we're down to 6 cards. What do we want to give up here? Give up our brick. Okay, you need some really good triggers now. So I gotta hit him 4 times. So what's our optimal attack here? 7? 9, so I can go like 9. So that's 9. Another 2 is 9. Another 3 is 9. So 7, 7, 9, 9, 9, 12. That doesn't seem super great. Yeah, I think it's the best we're going to get, though. 7. They find a Marguerite. They draw a card. They search. I know they don't have any events. I should attack my characters probably in the right order, just because they have so many. They could KO them theoretically, but they actually can't KO them. Oh, they picked no cards. That's really a bummer for them. And then they had the trash one. That's fine. Okay, they're telling me they do not have a lot of counter. Yeah, they're just playing stuff. They gotta try and find cards. Alright. Oh, you die now. You don't have enough counter, as it turns out. You shouldn't let me get 13 cards. To be fair, I don't think you had a way to deal with that, but, you know, whatever. 9. Alright. Alright. They don't have enough. The game is over. You did not have any counter. Got him. Okay, they had some counter. Not enough. Not enough at all. They mess up that last turn a little bit. We're going to be nice. This is probably a newer player. The way they set their Dawn on their characters, giving us the knowledge of what their attacks are going to be, that's really unfortunate. Don't do that. You do not want to tip off your opponent on exactly what your attacks are going to be, because it lets them plan out exactly how to counter. And if you see that I'm going to counter out really heavy, you should definitely pivot there. Find ways to you need to find some blockers, you need to heal something. You cannot just continue to plow ahead and hope. Pivoting to board even would have been an okay move there, but you can't just keep attacking. But it was over basically once I had that many cards in hand. So I think that's about all I got for you. So as always, good games and good luck.